Hello, this is Chief Robert Frydryk of the Palmer Police Department, and I'm here once again with our friends from M-PACT to bring you episode number 9 in our continuing series on the progress of the construction of the new Palmer Police Department. The construction project is about 98% complete. You'll see as we continue to tour the building. The only subcontractors that are left on the site are the electricians, the painters, and obviously once the weather breaks and the ground thaws out, the landscaping contractor will be back to finish up, but other than that, we're complete as far as construction goes, and we're just about to begin the next phase of the operation, which is for us to move our own equipment in here, which will take several weeks. We have radios to move in, computers, telephone systems, and we have, in addition to that, we have to make sure all the systems that are included in the construction project are up and running, the surveillance system, the access control, and things like that. So we anticipate that in about 5 or 6 weeks we'll be in here and operational. To that end, we have scheduled an open house and a dedication ceremony for Saturday, May the 3rd at 10 a.m. We invite each and every one of you to come up and join us for that ceremony. We'll be giving tours of the new police station, and we're very happy to show you our state-of-the-art police station as it's nearly completed. Our plan is, once again, after we have the dedication, we'll start moving our own equipment and things in there, and we hope to be operational just a couple of weeks after the dedication ceremony. So join us as we tour the almost completed Palmer Police Department. I'm currently standing in the lobby of the new police department, and probably the biggest change since the last time that we filmed is that all the furniture is in. So that's probably the biggest difference that you notice as we tour the building is that all of the office furniture is in and the building looks fairly complete. So we're happy to show you what we've done to date. This is the meeting and training room, nearly complete. All our furniture is in, but just not placed yet because some of the subcontractors are still working here. So, but all of our conference tables and all of the chairs are in. They're working on installing the media services today, the audiovisual equipment. This is the office of my administrative assistant. And again, as you can see, and as you will see throughout the building, the furniture is in. We've taken advantage of office system-style furniture for her workspace to make it very efficient and ergonomic. This is the chief's office. This is the conference room that adjoins the chief's office. This is the lieutenant's office. Lieutenant John Janulevitz will occupy this space. This is our detective office. Currently we have 2 officers assigned to be detectives, so they'll be working in this area. This is one of 3 interview rooms that we have in the new police department, and this one is right off the lobby, so anyone that comes into the police station needs to speak with a police officer privately will be brought into this interview room, and they can have a quiet and private conversation. This is what we call the squad room. It's the place where the patrol officers come to the station to be briefed on activity from the prior shift and where they come to read our activity log and do their police reports. This is our evidence processing room. So when evidence is collected, it's processed, tagged, labeled in this room. This is our upstairs evidence storage room. Evidence that's collected is stored in this area. It has some specialized cabinets. On the left of your screen are weapons racks, so any rifles or pistols that we collect will be stored here. On the right and further down into the room are just regular storage shelves where the evidence is stored. We're going to implement a barcoding system from our computer software vendor, so anything can be retrieved and audited at any time. This is our armory. So what happens here is that any weapons and ammunition that the police department owns that has not been issued to a police officer gets stored in here. There's also a work area so our armorer can do any repairs to any of the guns and other equipment that he needs to make. This is our garage, and what will happen here is we have space available to store any vehicles that we're holding for evidence. We also have space available to do some light maintenance that we need to on our own cruisers. On the far side of the wall are two enclosures, chain link enclosures that we can store inventory, tires, flares, and things like that. And we can also use part of it to store any evidence that either doesn't fit or cannot be stored inside the building. This is our patrol sergeant's office. Patrol sergeants are in charge of the officers that are on the street and of the dispatchers. So they each now have their own individual workspace. In our old building, we had one office with a single desk. There are 3 patrol sergeants, and they all had to share that workspace. And now they're very happy that they have their own individual work areas. This is our archive record storage area. Nothing fancy other than a room that has some storage shelves in, so all of our old records that we're required to keep will get stored down here, but it's clean and dry as opposed to the current area in the basement of the town hall where we are now, which is prone to have water leaks very frequently. This is our electrical room where, as you see on the right, our main electrical panel is located. On the left is our control panel for the generator system that we have, and also on the left is our demarcation point for the other utilities that come into the building, the telephone and the cable. This is our mechanical room, and housed primarily in here are our 2 natural gas fired furnaces and also the control points for our sprinkler system. We have 1 wet and 2 dry sprinkler systems in the building. This is our downstairs evidence storage room, so anything that we can't fit upstairs or anything that is inactive as far as the case goes, but that we still need to hang on to, will get stored down here. Again, we have some specialized weapon storage racks for pistols and rifles, and we also have a good deal of regular storage rack space for anything else that needs to be stored in here. And the advantage of this is, once again, it's clean, it's dry, which is completely opposite of what we have, the issue that we have now in the town hall where the police station currently is, because again, there's water leaks all the time. This is our women's locker room. In addition to a toilet and a sink and a shower, we have individual lockers for all our female employees. This is the male locker room. Again, it's in the basement of the police station. On the male side, there are 30 lockers, and this room is expandable. We can add another 10 to make the room able to house 40 lockers. This is our fitness room, and what's going to happen in here is our police association is going to use some of the funds that they have available to equip this room with fitness equipment. They've made arrangements to get refurbished equipment, and they'll have everything that they need in this room for $7,000 to $9,000, which is very reasonable in terms of fitness equipment. What I'd also like to point out over here as we pan through the room, and actually in every room that we view during the tour here, is that when you see televisions in any of these rooms, these televisions were generously donated by our friends at M-PACT. So these televisions did not cost the town anything. They were donated by M-PACT, and we thank them. This is our communication equipment room, and what's housed in here is our main computer server, the server for the telephone system, the 911 equipment will be down here, our access control equipment, our radio equipment, our surveillance equipment, all is housed in this room. This is another mechanical room. This room is actually on the 2nd floor of the police department. This is the only room that's on the 2nd floor. It primarily houses our air handling equipment, the air that's circulated throughout the building, and the hot water heater for all the domestic hot water is here. We are now in the lockup section of the police department. What you're looking at right at the moment is the booking area. So when someone is brought in under arrest, they'll stand in front of the counter that's in front of you. The officer will collect information from the person under arrest. We'll inform the person of the charges being filed against them. We'll do any other processing that we need to do there, photographing people, fingerprinting, things like that. And off of this booking area are our holding cells. There are 4 male cells, 2 female cells, and 2 for juveniles. There's also a shower room, so if any of the detainees need to clean up before they go to court, we can allow them that opportunity as well. This is a typical cell, and what you're viewing right now are the stainless steel toilet sink combinations that are in each cell unit. This is the employee break room area, and we're very happy about the fact that we have a microwave, a stove, and a refrigerator here. This is our dispatch center. We are currently awaiting the arrival of our dispatch furniture, which should be in another week or so, and this is where our 911 calls will come and where the dispatchers communicate by radio with the police officers and the other organizations that we deal with on a daily basis, including the fire departments, the ambulance, DPW, other state agencies, and really this is the nerve center of the entire police department right here in the dispatch center.